Welcome to episode 28. It's a monumental occasion for the truck build. This was my driver's side vent window. The stud had broken right off, so I've welded it back in. So that should work. And I'm going to weld the passenger side. It's not broke, but it's on the verge of breaking. So I'm going to weld it the same way so it doesn't break later. And then hopefully reinstall the vent glass after I paint the frames. And this should be the last welding project on the truck, unless I forgot something. Well, that's done, but I'd like to put one more coat of paint on this. But we've got this lovely fuzz that comes off these cottonwood trees. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but when it gets in your paint, it makes a mess. So that's the battle. Oh well, see what we can do. So this is one of the sad points in my project story. I ordered this headliner from Dennis Carpenter around the first of the year. And if you'll notice, underneath there's a sticker that says something to the effect of, open this box in 7 days, see if there's any damage. Let us know, after that it's yours. Well, I forgot to do that. I set it aside. And sometime in March, I was like, yeah, I should make sure that headliner still fits in there. So I carefully opened up the box that I'd so carefully stored off to the side, only to find that my headliner is now a jigsaw puzzle. And I don't know how they even broke it this severely. So I did contact Dennis Carpenter, and they were nice and said how sorry they were, but they also said they couldn't do anything. And I don't blame them. That's business. It's clearly stated on the package. It's my fault. But I was trying to just quickly get a headliner in there. The truck didn't have one when I got one. And I thought, well, I'll just buy this and put it in. They're incredibly expensive for what you get. And since then, I've seen that where people have the patterns in a PDF format. So my direction is, I think I'm going to try to glue this together or use this as a pattern and cut out a new one and put fabric on it. Word to the wise, if you order a package and it says to check it within 7 days, open it up and check it. On a happier note, the windshield and the rear glass are in. Did them both myself with the help of my son and my daughter, and pretty happy with how they came out. Looked pretty good. Wasn't too bad. Patience is a virtue, especially if you have that stainless trim. But we're gonna go with that. Hopefully it doesn't leak. If it does, I guess I'll be getting some sealant. And these are the little vents I put in out of it's like a 04 GM truck or something. They're similar, early 2000s, like 2000 through 2010, they were the same. But I don't know if it's needed, but just when you shut the door, you have the heater going, there's some place for the air to go out, and I got the little flaps so the air can't come in. And then these little plastic clips, I just put some seam sealer on them. I didn't quite have my bends just right, so put a little bit of seam sealer on there. You're not gonna be able to see it. So, oh, and then I also put seam sealer. I had a gasket on it, but it was starting to fray a little bit, so put some seam sealer on there too. So those are in whether I needed them or not. New tires, Cooper RS3 G1s. And actually they're a newer tire for Cooper too, so there wasn't a lot of reviews, so hopefully I didn't make a mistake there. Normally I like to be able to read some reviews, but they should work well. They don't look like they'd be fantastic in the snow, but I don't plan to drive it in the snow, so probably shoot another coat of paint on there, kind of cover up the wheel weights. And this is the board I bought. This is what's called hardboard, I think, 1/8 inch thick. Local supply center, so hopefully that I can cut my headliner out of that and spray glue some material to it that I have yet to purchase. Give that a try. Truck really doesn't change much. I've had other life commitments for like a week, so it's kind of just, other than popping the tires off to get those in there. I've had some stereo equipment come in. I did buy a very cheap sub and amp to put in there, so we will see about that. And I do have the next couple days to work on it, off and on, so hopefully I can make some progress. So the interior is starting to come together, and I've decided to try to use my headliner that I bought that was destroyed. So I glued it with, I just used wood glue, and this was my mistake. I put a piece of metal on here and didn't put anything to protect the metal, and the glue stuck to the aluminum piece that I had on here. So, but just kind of took off the top. And then this one, so I would glue one and put something heavy on it. I would generally put it on the floor and then put a piece of tubing on here and jack it up underneath my truck, push down, let it dry, and then do the next one. So it's been kind of a long, arduous process. I don't know how flat it's going to be, but so I'm going to try. I bought headliner material, so I'm going to try to put that on there, and we'll see if that works. So the headliner material is glued on. This is the back of both pieces. That's the hole for the dome light. So hopefully we can get this installed. There was a couple challenges. Gluing it on there, spray adhesive is kind of I'd never really done that. It's been a long time. I have got one little spot there where I don't know if I can get a little overspray. That stuff just goes everywhere when you're spraying it. So got it sitting like this, put a little curve back in it. Hopefully it'll make it easier to install. You really got to bend these things when you put them in. So hopefully get these in today without breaking them. So it doesn't look too bad. There's one little spot right there where you can see where it was broken. I glued it and it kind of folded right there. And that looks pretty good. There's a more traditional view. The light in here, it's really hard to get a good shot, but in a future video when I've got it outside, I'll try and get a quick shot of that. So I think I'm going to call this an episode. Kind of got the dash all in. Just working on the seats now. Well, the amp in front of the seat. Working on my sub. But I haven't posted anything in a while, so I think I'm going to call this a wrap for this episode. Basically, I just got to put the doors together. That's like the main thing. So it shouldn't be long. My sub didn't have enough room, so I had to open up the hole so the speaker will sit down in the enclosure and create a step for the speaker to bolt to. That's what that is. So that will fit behind the seat. And hopefully be driving it here in a couple days. Thanks for watching.